Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome. Today, we are back in the gorgeous, sexy world known as Dream Daddy. Let's just jump right into it. Oh shit, where did we leave off? That's the latest one. Okay. Before I leave, I should probably say where I left off, huh? Left off where I'm about to, go watch the game because Amanda and her friends are coming over. So before I leave, Amanda stops me. What was her voice? It was like, "Hey, don't forget that you had the meeting with my English teacher tomorrow." Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Dad tip number 77, don't smoke. Well, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. So I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go this way. Cool, okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be? A big, burned-out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sound in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if it's Jim or Kim. Pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. It must be the Los Angeles Dodgers, which I'm going to a game later today. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, yep, not the Dodgers, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in the bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun.
Oh.
A middle-aged woman, I don't want women, I like men! A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass slides up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Go away. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat here. I'm Mary. Come here often? Oh no, I actually just moved into this part of town today. I'm Dad, by the way. Forgot that's my name. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. God, that's not how you talk. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team. And I also love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Buy a gal a drink? Okay. Because maybe her husband will come over and be like, "What are you doing with my girl?" And then I can rizz up the husband. This is Riz chat. I almost reluctantly signal the bartender and order Mary another glass of wine. Neil jokes back and forth with Mary. They're clearly friends, and this clearly isn't our first time doing this. She tips her glass at me. Suppose I gotta keep you company now.
Sailor.
So, what do you want to know? What's your deal? What do you think of the game? What's the latest gossip around here? You came to the right broad. I'm an observer. I watch people. I see everything. Know everyone. Nothing gets past me. So...
Come on.
So what? What? Come on, you bitch! I don't like Mary. I thought you were gonna... I forgot what we were talking about. She's a little drunk. About the gossip. You said nothing gets past you. Oh, right. I'm also a steel trap. Confidential to a fault. I just bought you a drink. I don't like Mary.
Hey.
It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllic little life with white picket fences, this is the place to do it. But every town has its secrets, you know? She takes a sip of her drink. That was a little too ominous for my taste. She leans closer.
Hey.
Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh boy. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Yeah, I like men. I don't like women, they're nasty. Mary saunters off. setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team! It's the brooding man from the coffee spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong. Since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends there, and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win. But in the end, my team prevails! Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass at the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on mutual love for the game. I don't know. If this guy likes watching sports, I might just have to fall for him. Where'd I end? He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over to me. The names are Robert. Thanks, I'm Dad. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yup. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place? Nope, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Oh, Kate? You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? I love shots! Thank God. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Dad, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his cool leather jacket, compliment his rugged good looks, compliment his hand tattoo. I like his jacket. I do like leather jackets. I like your jacket. Thanks. Been in my family a long time. Passed down from a firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say. Man, this guy is mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? My daughter kicked me out of the house. Running from my problems, trying to make friends. My daughter kicked me out of the house. Not like forever, she was having a sleepover with her friends. Family type, huh? Single dad. Huh. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Ha! I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? I guess so. Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Dad. So are we doing this or what? What?
Hey.
You know, do you want to come inside or not? Oh my God! Lay it on smooth. Smile and nod. No, thank you. Lay it on smooth. Well, I don't see why not. That sounded smoother in my head. Let's do it. I follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, letting me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark that I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again and I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roamed out my chest and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? This is way hornier than I thought it would be. I thought it would just kind of skip over these parts. It's not. What was the question? Do you want to stop or do you want to keep going? I don't know what the question was. I think the question was, do you want to stop? No, I don't want to stop. No. Good. Robert continues to unbuckle my belt and guides me to the bed. Let's have some fun. Whoa! Must have been a fun night. Sunlight streams in between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house. Or my new house. Oh, right. I look around for Robert, but find myself alone. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom when the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah, it was. You should go. That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later? Robert cracks a smile. Sure, your clothes are over there. I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down. I start to make my way back to home when I suddenly remember. Amanda! Yeah, my daughter. Oh, bad dad. Slept with Robert on the first night. I rush back home and throw the door open. Something smells delicious. Amanda! Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Oh man, I was kind of hoping I gotten kidnapped and I was gonna have to come rescue you. No, I made a friend at the bar last night. Oh, we're just telling her. We're just gonna tell her. Okay. No, I made a friend at the bar last night and ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas? They left a little while ago. Oh, you guys have fun? Yeah, watch some movies, eat snacks, stole a car, you know, usual sleepover stuff. You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about? Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. Can I? Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. Ugh, I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Oh, somebody's hungover. Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or... Yeah. I've got just the thing. Hang on. Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Huh. Amanda, what? Drink this. The pickle juice? Yep, it's what I used once. Would assume someone would use. I would also assume that it works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before, and won't try it, obviously. Who raised you? Amanda Ann! Give her a stern, yet resigned side-eye. Yeah. I eye her suspiciously. I eye the jar of pickles even more suspiciously. This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No, more than that. Way more than that. I mean, I assume. Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into a runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a bit better. Amanda grabs her backpack and keys. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was important. Love ya! I'll be there. Knock 'em dead, kiddo. Always do. We do our secret handshake and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for the meeting. I hop in the shower, change clothes, and head on my way. Still a little hungover. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega. I don't know, have you tried to exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Fine, up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerald Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Hugo, hello. Lucien, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Wow, it's Mr. Vega! Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks by. We're not cool.
Oh.
You must be Dad. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Oh.
Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Oh.
Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Never read it. Yeah, yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he bows. He blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise.
Oh.
The whole class erupts in laughter.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Alden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Whoa.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on the page 195 of your textbook. Nobody's listening.
Oh.
Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs.
Oh.
Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers?
I don't know.
Both. You know, budget costs, cuts. Right.
Hmm?
Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Please, call me Hugo.
Eh.
I don't normally do this, do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong.
I don't know.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. Well, we did just move, and, you know, her other dad just died, so, you know, might have something to do with it. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you could talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a minute. Moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes. They ever catch that rye? Yes. I didn't like that. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on.
Oh.
I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. Stay hydrated, folks. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Maria Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting.
Oh.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we go some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Let's go to the mall food court. It sounds like she wants to go to the mall, so let's go to the mall. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't Dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing, singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to I click too early. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine, he's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? It's, I don't think you get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah? Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you... Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. I think she liked Noah. We arrived at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Language, missy. Heck yeah? Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread dipped in cheese on it? Wait, bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at the rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad, but also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Oh man. Which meme? All the memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TVs and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but it's just based on how long it takes to make them. The meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one where you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one! Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech! Amanda. Speech! Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting! Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you for all joining us here today to commemorate a historic movement that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Dad had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to the Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Hey, 10 wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in the Dead, Goth, and Beyond. Pursue the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs, check the clearance bin for hot deals. Let's look at some ironic mugs. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. if there's only number 1, Dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time I thought I was the only one. If I'm not number 1, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online and a website, this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Whatever the f that means. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. I don't like this guy. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh.
Hey, Daddy 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only 1 this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Stay hydrated. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh cool, Long Air Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yeah. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts. But also, they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Calum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghost done got control of the truck. I can't stay here on damn ice roads. Let me use the AVP mirror trying to communicate with spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're going to die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Calum, I don't remember what I said first, and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. I think I've met all the guys now, right? I think so. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You haven't never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? I completely forgot about that. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. I agree. Those things frickin' suck. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some people? Meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get to that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The special butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, you have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? Me. You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to the other 2 veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to the family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
Hey.
They stare creepily and say nothing. I hate them. Then, of course, there's the youngest, Krish. Oof. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Mary! She's a Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to. I'm not giving everyone a voice. I can't do it. I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Dad and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I picked at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad! They're going to ask me about weather. Go do it. Make a friend. How could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
Yeah.
A plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Oh man, talk to Robert. Can I just go to burger time? I like burgers. I love burgers. We'll just go in order. Talk to Robert and Brian. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened last night. I hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys. Dad! How the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing the living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Dad, have you met Robert yet? Yes. I believe we met. Briefly. Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh my god, what does it mean? How's it going? It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great, look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know. Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? Yep. Okay. Cool, that's cool. We stand in incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments until we gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghosts locked the doors. Daisy and Amanda run up to us. Thank God.
Alright.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And we'll have to get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts. Now, how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Calamides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television. Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Level it all. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. Oh. Robert just left. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait. Where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk? Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have regular friendship after all. Stay hydrated. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Okay, let's go talk to Matt and all of them. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist between. They're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of time and place. And try to take something like, say, Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig. Let's talk to Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad! I have a poop on you! She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad! How you settling in? Almost done. The new place is perfect. I never get too comfortable. New place is perfect. It's really cozy and the neighborhood is beautiful. I'm so glad we moved here. And I'm even more glad to hear that we're right next to my old best friend. Craig gives me a playful punch on the shoulder. Ow. I remember that hurting less in the past. Sorry. I've been doing push-ups and stuff. Dad, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them around into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I can't do a girl voice anymore. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? Oh, wow, that's beautiful. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey, Dad, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Probably Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda. You remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher? Ah, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Ah.
Ah! Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Ooh. Ha ha ha, it's great seeing you. Amanda fingers guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around at the party. You must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. In the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back to us, particularly dragging Ernest behind him.
Oh.
Hey, everybody, sorry about that. Dad, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you're just dying to know. You're in 8th grade smoking cigarettes! Yikes. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame our generation for the failing economy. Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I am so sorry. He's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm as cool as a cucumber.
Hey, yeah.
See, that right there. You can't say that.
I don't know.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think we must have to accept the fact that, as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18, she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it must be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Dad. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Guess we're going to talk to Joseph and Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with a guy from the Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. Yeah. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. They are standing so close to each other. It's definitely an interesting choice.
How delightful.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Dad, I was just having a conversation with Damien about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Oh, I read that wrong. It's, how do you do? I don't believe I have the pleasure. I think I saw you in the Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously. And to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under anyone's specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normic leanings. Normcore. I can't read. Bats are cool, though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Yeah. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like the Lost Boys arc a lot. I like a movie. Is that kind of goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch. Oof, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Whoa. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twins' kids appear. They're speaking in unison. What? Hey, why don't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christine slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. Yeah. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Oh. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Give it a rest.
I have squeezed 4 little sweetheart. Would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can I gonna? I already don't like Mr. Goth guy that much. And I really don't like this guy. And now just to find out, they're father and son. Lucian, have I introduced you to Dad yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christiansen. May I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described the carnivorous type as people as blood lappers. I love burger. Burger, great. Veggie burger, boo. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 and black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. It's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think it's my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Dad, but Joseph's been around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillievable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I've never seen him make a mistake.
Hey.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Successfully complete Chapter 1! Woo! I think that's a good spot to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had gay relations with another man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.